Good morning. We are reading Forged by Fire by Sharon Draper, and we are on chapter 19. And what happened yesterday is Jordan has moved back in with Monique and Gerald and Angel. And Jordan's been on good behavior, but he's really the same old, same old. Rarely, according to research, do um, child molesters, sexual crimes, are they rehabilitated? That just, it's like a 98 something percent that it's not effective. That's such in their psyche so much that it doesn't change. So back to this. So Monique went out to get Jordan some cigarettes before he got home, and lo and behold, she gets hit by a car. And Gerald has to claim her as his mom. So now we're on chapter 19. Angel woke up screaming, "Mama," she gasped. Gerald, asleep in the next room, ran to Angel immediately. "It's okay, Angel. Mama is going to be okay. It's just going to take some time. Now go back to sleep. It's 3 in the morning." Angel relaxed a bit and went back to sleep. She often had episodes like this since the accident. Gerald watched her for a few minutes before he turned off her light. She had grown thinner, was almost a waxy pale. He thought she might need a doctor. What he knew is she needed was some stability and a release from fear. Monique had not been killed that night 2 weeks ago, although most of her injuries were around her face and head, and she had quickly regained consciousness. She seemed dazed and confused, but was well enough to ask about Jordan. "You seen Jordan? Is he okay?" "He's not here, Monique. He doesn't even know you're here. I don't know where he is," replied Gerald curtly. "How'd you get here? I mean, where's Angel?" Monique looked confused. "I'm here, Mama," Angel said tearfully. "We rode in the ambulance. Don't you remember?" "No. When you see Jordan, tell him." And she faded into sleep again. And Gerald looked at Angel and smiled grimly. "Well, at least we know she's okay. Are you all right?" Angel nodded, but she was jumpy and anxious. And when she ran to the bathroom suddenly, Gerald knew that she was more upset than she wanted to admit. She was vomiting again. Monique was released the next morning. Jordan never even bothered to come to the hospital. When Angel and Gerald helped the weakened Monique walk up the 6 flights of steps, they found Jordan half asleep on the living room couch. "How you feel, Monique?" he inquired sleepily. "Neighbor told me what happened. I was just on my way down to the hospital." Um, How'd you get home?" Gerald and Angel stared coldly at Jordan and refused to answer. Monique, still fluttery in spite of her injury, smiled at him from her head under her head bandage and told him, "Miss Walker next door gave me a ride. No problem. I knew you were coming. See, kids, I told you he was coming." Angel and Gerald said nothing. Suddenly, Monique looked around wildly. "Gerald, what happened to them cigarettes?" "I remember now. I went to get cigarettes for you, Jordan. I bet them ambulance men took them cigarettes. I'm sorry, Jordan. I got 'em for you, just like you said." "It's okay, baby," Jordan crooned in his rocky voice. "You can get me some more another time when you get better. You just come sit here by me." He patted the spot on the sofa. Monique grinned with relief and happiness, and Jordan glanced at Gerald as he put his arm around her and gave him a hard, cold smile that said, "I can do anything I want. You can't stop me." Gerald, helpless for the moment, looked away, but he thought, "Maybe you're wrong, Jordan Sparks. You might just be wrong." Several days after the accident, Angel sat in the corner of her bedroom, stroking her cat, staring silently into space. Even Gerald could not get her to smile. "Come on, Angel. Monique could be dead. She's just hurt, and she's healing slowly, I think from the inside out. Just give it time." Angel sighed. "If she dies, doesn't make it, Gerald, all we got is Jordan. I can't bear to even think about it, and that's all I've been doing lately." "Monique is not going to die," Gerald told her firmly. "If she was going to die, that taxi would have killed her." Angel just stared out the window and stroked her sleeping cat. Finally, Gerald had an idea. He put a tape into her little cassette player and pushed play. It was the music to the dance that she had performed just a few months before. Angel at first refused to notice, but as the beauty of the music grew in intensity, all of the pain and memories of her past grew within her, and she wept. She cried until she had no tears left, and finally trains the melody. "Thanks of me." "What about Jordan?" Gerald asked her. "Looks like we're stuck with him, at least for now. I think he really cares about Mama in his own twisted way. I mean, he seems like he's trying to do right, and he doesn't bother me anymore, so we'll just have to wait and see." "Yeah, but I still don't trust him." "Me neither," Angel replied with a shudder. Rob's father called a couple weeks after the accident. "So what's up, Gerald? How's your mom?" "Well, the cuts and the bruises have healed mostly, but she's like not all here yet. She's like a shadow instead of a real person." "What do you mean?" "It's like part of her is sort of unplugged. I mean, she knows us, she talks to us, but it seems like she's always floating somewhere else. It's hard to put into words." Is she in any pain? She keeps insisting that her head hurts or her back is on fire, but that's only when she runs out of her pain pills. Jordan keeps her supplied um, with these weird looking shiny red pills and these bright blue and yellow pills that I ain't never seen before. Sounds like she's starting on another problem, Gerald. Yeah, I know. She's been straight for years. I think the accident gave her an excuse to start using again. I don't think even she knows what's happening. These things take time, Gerald. And remember, you can't solve your mother's problems. Is she okay by herself during the day? Yeah, she watches TV most of the day, just sitting there like a piece of furniture, except for the talk shows. She likes those. Sometimes she'll just laugh out loud at those outrageous folks who tell their private stuff to the world. And what about Jordan? Well, only when Jordan comes home does it seem like she lights up a little. She combs her hair, changes her dress, but then it seems like she forgets why she did it. Then she cries unless he's brought her some more pills. Then she's silly for a couple of hours before she passes out again in front of the TV. So how does Jordan take that? Oh, Jordan seems uncomfortable around her. I think he gives her the pills so he won't have to deal with her at all. He found another job working nights, which me and Angel think is cool. We both sleep good at night because of it. Angel hasn't called Kira much lately. How's she doing? It's hard to tell. Angel cries a lot too, but I don't know how much of this is teenage girl stuff and how much is because Monique is all messed up. But Jordan's not bothering her? No, Gerald said with a sigh. At least that's not the problem right now. But Jordan isn't happy, and that's not good. Why don't you and Angel come over this weekend? It's been a while. Thanks, man, but I got to keep an eye on Monique. Maybe Angel can come. She hasn't seen Kira since school started. Kira's pulling on the phone. She wants to talk to Angel. In the meantime, take care, Gerald. Call me anytime. You know that. Yeah, man, thanks, Gerald sighed, and he held the phone out to Angel. Hey, Angel, telephone, it's Kira. What's up, girl? Kira asked when Angel got on the telephone. Not much. How's your mom? She's not bleeding or anything, but all she does is sit and watch TV. Her mind kind of fades in and out, and if you know what I mean. I think she's taken too many of those painkillers that the doctor gave her. Do you think it's going to get better? Yeah, the doctor told Gerald that she'd be back to normal in a few weeks, but I sort of miss her, the way she used to be. Yeah, I hear you. Your mom always had it together. Her nails, her hair, her shoes, always matched. Yeah, I know. You got that right. And her clothes. Remember the time she went to work and we tried on all those dresses with the sparkles and the sequins? My mama was a real fancy lady. She still is, Angel, Kira reminded her. She's going to be back like she was. You'll see. Yeah, I hope so. Even though she wasn't always the best mother in the world, she's all I got. And Angel started to cry. It's going to be okay, Angel. It's going to be okay. Kira soothed her friend over the phone. You want to come over this weekend? Yeah, that'll be cool. I'll see if my dad can pick you up. Thanks, Kira. I'm glad that I got somebody to talk to. Hey, can you tell me something, girl? Or you can tell me anything, girl. Peace. No, not everything, Angel thought as she hung up the phone. Some things had to stay in the secret places. Chapter 20. October was unusually hot. The temperature stayed in the 90s every day. School was unbearable for Gerald and Angel. And when they got home, the small apartment was hot and miserable. The electricity went out almost weekly. They had power surges, the electric company said. After school, it was just too hot to play basketball, too hot to dance, too hot even to eat. Angel had a small fan in her room. Gerald had nothing but whatever breeze decided to find his window. Monique in Jordan's room had a small window air conditioner, but she kept the door closed, watching what Gerald called the parade of weirdos on the talk shows. Even when the power went off, Monique sat in front of the TV. Sometimes she laughed at the dull, empty screen. She wasn't getting much better. She used beer now instead of water to wash down the pills that Jordan brought her. Here, Monique, drink some ice water, Gerald said to her. It will keep you cool in all this heat. Water makes me gag, Monique said without taking her eyes from the TV screen. Bring me another beer. It settles my stomach. And one of those red pills from the doctor. You got to do what the doctor said. Gerald sighed, left the ice water next to her bed. He knew that she would get up and get the beer herself while the ice slowly melted in the water glass. Jordan hated the heat. He stayed in the room, ignoring Monique and her nonstop TV with the air conditioner turned up as high as it could get and blowing directly on him. When the power went out, he cursed and he fussed and he left the apartment in a fury, heading for a bar where he could sit in the cool air, sipping cold drinks. The trouble began on an especially hot Saturday. Angel usually enjoyed Saturday mornings because she had them to herself. Jordan, who was working days now, had gone to work, and Gerald had found a part-time job at the fried chicken store around the corner. She would turn the music up really loud and dance through the apartment with Tiger as her only audience. Jordan slammed open the front door, cursing the heat, cursing his job, and he kicked the cat as it scurried to get out of his way. Angel looked up, alarmed, and she ran to her bedroom. She heard Jordan yank open his bedroom door with fury. It was then that she heard him bellow, "Who stole my air conditioner?" Monique smiled sweetly when she saw Jordan, totally unaware of his raging anger. "Monique, you witless idiot! What did you do to my air conditioner?" She glanced over to the gaping hole where the air conditioning unit had been, and she gasped. She hadn't even noticed that it was gone. Monique looked confused and tried to remember, but gave up with a small shrug of her shoulders and then headed back toward her favorite chair to watch TV. "I don't know, Jordan. I'm sorry. I should have watched it better. I'm sorry." Jordan could take no more. He raised his arm above his head and he slapped Monique with the back of his hand so hard that she fell onto the bed. Pain and confusion filled her face as she reached up to feel her bruised and bleeding lip. "I said I was sorry," she mumbled through her tears. Jordan looked at her with disgust and stomped out of the room. Angel peeked her head out of her door, but darted back in when she saw the look on Jordan's face. He was purple with rage. He stormed across the room, got to his bedroom door just as Gerald was coming back from his job. His fist hit Gerald full in the face. Blood spurted from Gerald's nose and lip as he staggered to the floor. "That'll teach you to steal my stuff," Jordan roared at Gerald as he left. The sound of his cowboy boots on the steps thundered, then gradually faded away. Gerald sat on the floor, stunned. Angel ran from her room. "Are you okay?" she asked fearfully. "Yeah, I think so," replied Gerald, who was getting more angry than scared. "What set his fire off?" "Somebody stole his air conditioner from the window." "So let him sweat like the rest of us," Gerald retorted. "I wonder if he got into some trouble at his job," Angel added. "He's home so early." "I hope he didn't get fired," groaned Gerald. "That means big trouble." Gerald went to the bathroom, wiped the blood from his nose, which was bleeding but did not seem to be broken. He was angry, hot, seething angry. But he knew that because of Angel, he had to control himself. He also knew what a final showdown with Jordan had to come. Monique emerged from the bedroom then, lips bloody, face swollen from crying. "Mama," Angel screamed. "I didn't know he hit you too. Mama, are you okay?" "Sure, baby, I'm fine. I'm fine. You know what? I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all." "Monique, here's a washcloth. Wash your face. Are you going to be okay?" "Shall I call the doctor?" Gerald asked. Monique washed her face obediently. She looked as if she had just awakened from a terrible nightmare. "No, I didn't like that at all. I don't think I'm going to let him hit me anymore." "Did he hit you too, Gerald?" "That's not good. Not very good. No, we're not going to let him do this anymore." Angel and Gerald looked at each other in amazement. Monique was almost making sense. She still didn't sound quite normal, but she was making some kind of sense. Maybe Jordan's slap had made her come to her senses. Angel hugged her mother. "We gonna be okay, Mama? We gonna be okay, baby," Monique repeated. Angel hoped that Monique was really on the way back to her. Monique smiled at her daughter. The moment faded. "Almost time for police patrol," Monique said suddenly. "My lip hurts. Where did I put those pills?" And she wandered back into the bedroom. Angel sighed in disappointment and let Monique return to the bedroom and the TV. "She's getting better, Angel," Gerald said with a touch of enthusiasm. "If we can flush those pills down the toilet, she might be okay. In the meantime, speaking of that TV show, do you think we should call the police?" Angel thought for a moment. "Are you hurt?" "Not really," Gerald admitted, "but he had no business hitting me, and I'm sure not going to let him hit Monique again. Suppose he decides to hit you next time." Angel considered carefully. "Is Monique hurt?" She asked Gerald. "I think she's all right, but her lip is going to take a day or two to heal. Let's think this thing out. If we call the police, they will take Jordan away." "Good," Gerald replied with force. "Maybe not," Angel said thoughtfully. "How long will he stay in jail? A week? A month? And what will he do to get back at us when he gets out?" "And he will get out again." Gerald looked at Angel in amazement and admiration. At 13, she was really pretty, with her golden brown skin and long, slightly fuzzy ponytail that she liked to toss as she walked. The problems of the past had given her a toughness and a strength that most girls her age had yet to find. "So you think we shouldn't call the police?" he asked her. Gerald was used to making the decisions for all of them. It was a good feeling to be able to listen to her input. "I'm not sure. I just think that right now we need the money that he's bringing in. Mama's not quite right yet. She's probably not even capable of filing charges. There's no telling where her mind might be when the police get here. They might take her away too and split me and you up. I couldn't deal with that." "Okay," Gerald said slowly. "No police this time, but he gets no more chances. I just hope we've made the right decision." "Me too," she added with fear in her voice. "Me too." And that's the end of chapter 20. I'll see you later for chapter 21. We're getting close to the end of the book. I think we have like 5 or 6 chapters left. Have a great day. Thanks.